Heavy sigh. Welcome back to the channel, and this time I'm going to show you a few games. I did play quite a bit of chess. My rating did come down, but it is what it is. That's how chess goes. You win and you lose. So here we're playing my new favorite opening, e5, e4. They responded e5, so I'm playing. So they're playing the Philidor, and I always forget how to play against the Philidor. What's the best continuation? But I just went full on attack, and instead of moving the pawn, they went for that move. As I take my knight out, protecting my pawn, and yeah, I moved my queen up, and I long castle. I'm okay with the queen trade, but it seems more like the more I play the Scotch, the more I realize it lends itself quite naturally to an early queen trade. And I think I'm okay playing that game, that end game. So in this case, here we go. I took a free pawn. They take. I didn't take because I didn't want to lose my thing, my rook. But I think it wouldn't have mattered really. I should have just taken. But anyway, I played on. Because essentially what I should have done was, in this case, because I'll be winning 2 pieces for the rook. So if they went this way, that's a good trade for me. I'm up a piece. But I didn't see that. I'm seeing it now because I'm reviewing the game. But even when I did my game review, I did not see that either. So it's quite annoying that you see the good moves only after, and here I'm allowing my piece to be tempo played, and I think my thinking here was you can only take with the rook. That's why I made this move. I genuinely thought he could take with the rook, but he takes with the bishop. I just realized this was a bad day for chess. So now I'm down a piece and I'm losing pawns. I try to double, but the knight really is dominating the position. There's very little that I can do here, and my opponent's making all the right moves, trying to get the trades, and again that knight just dominates the position, and he had to take with a fork. And so I was hoping to take it back, hopefully they'll just be up at night, but they're still able to protect and take. There was just no point. So I resigned, and I lost to the Philidor defense. Let me show you another game. So immediately after, I play as black, and I'm playing a 1700. Now I have a very poor record against 1700s. I just lose. So playing the Caro, playing the Hillbilly, and all of this is as I expect. So I pin in the Caro, they castled, I took my knight out. So really, the idea is you take this knight only when you're threatened or when you're forced to. At the present, I don't have to. I can keep the pin alive. I don't have to release the tension. They take, I take, they push. I push, opening for my bishop because I still need to castle. They attack, then I take. So they take with the queen, and I move my bishop out 1 step. And the reason why is I'm anticipating this pin, the bishop here, coming to g5. Because usually I tend to put my rook, my bishop on d6 here. But the problem with that is when they pin, it's just uncomfortable. And right now with the queen looking here, they could actually technically win a piece if I don't want to ruin my pawn structure. So again, you see, they went for that move. And I step back, allowing for the bishop trade. I'm very happy in this position right now. And I would take the open file, but also attack the pawn. And I make this move with the queen because I'm attacking the the knight now, because you move the pawn, the knight's not defended anymore. So I continue attacking, and here I get what my opponent was thinking. So I did this. So here I'm attacking the queen, and their idea was I attack your queen back, which would have worked, but they forgot that when I take here, I take a check. So they lose a queen. And I was like, yes, finally, I beat the 1700. Got 10 points. I was quite chuffed with this, because I mean, it says I gave up the advantage, but here, really, this was mine for the taking, because I'd calculated that had they decided to move that pawn, I was winning, because my idea was I actually didn't want to lose my knight. So the other fear was, but it doesn't work now that I think about it. Had they pushed here, again, they're losing their queen. So really, the move they needed to make was to move their queen. Maybe even possibly skewering me here. As you can see, these two pieces. So all I need to do is to defend this one. And generally, to defend that one, will be pushing this, and that's creating weaknesses without making a backwards move. But anyway, that's not how the game went. The game went my way, and I won, beat a 1700. His name was Dave John from Saudi Arabia. Yep. Anyway, let's move on to the third game that I want to show you in this video. So from my high of winning against the 1700, I foolishly loaded up another game. So I got another black game, and I'm playing the Caro, and this time I'm playing the advance. I like the advance. And my opponent goes, I push, making space for my knight, because generally, if I don't have any moves. So I play my knight out, they bring their knight out, I pin, they attack, I take, they take with the pawn. I always find this interesting when they double, or when they double their pawns and mess up the pawn structure, and suddenly it looks like, you know, they're opening the file and they could attack. But it never seems to go very well for most of my opponents that make that move. So they close up. So here they technically are able to easily double up. And what am I doing? Double up here, and you know, if I'm to castle. So I thought about it. So yeah, I take a free pawn. And I figured, no, I can defend my position quite well. So here my knights defend each other. They're essentially close to the center of the board. They're controlling a lot of squares, because my knight controls this square, this square, this square, this square, this one, defended from this one and this one. And then my other knight is controlling the dark squares here, as you can see, if we make the nice swing around. So your knights are better placed. Not at the edge of the board, because look at the number of squares that I control here, and my opponent can really do nothing about it. They do have this check here. Let's not get it twisted. So it's not entirely an infallible position. So they attack, and I took. To me, this was a good trade. So I bring my knight back, defending against a check, and I seem to have a solid structure. And here you can see my opponent has lost the C pawn here. And they push this one, so there's really very few safe places for the king to go. So it looks like they're preparing to castle, and I decided to obstruct that and not allow them to do that. And so they moved their king. So the only way they could have blocked that to allow themselves to still castle would be offer a queen trade, but it's not really preventing them from, it won't allow them to castle, because the only place they can take this was the king. So I played this move here because these two are aligned and they're looking at this corner here. It was just more of a prophylaxis move, really, nothing else. So I push, and my idea is you take, I check, I fork your queen. So my opponent saw that, and I moved my queen back, and I think they wanted to take with the knight here. And this is what I found very odd. So I took, because my threat still remains, right? The reason why they didn't take it to begin with was because I forked them, right? But I moved back, And in my opponent's, for some reason, the position had changed for him. So I check. And again, my opponent resigned. Second opponent resigning for losing a queen. Because here, they would have to move, I check, I take, and I don't know, maybe they could try check here. Wait, what's going on? Because if the game had continued, I take, oh, they'd have to take first, sorry. But they can't check. Why? What stops them from doing that? Oh, they can't, because then my queen is blocking this, so they'll take. My idea, really, yeah, I'll probably just check him. I have to go into corner, I move. If they check, if they check here, I will just do that, because I'm up a queen. So what are you gonna do though? Take, and I'd castle. That's how I'd have continued this game. Or even before castling, I could check. And that check allows me to win another piece. So I was up a queen. Yes, 2 rooks against the queen can be dangerous, but really, I wasn't terrified of what would happen in this game. I was going to win it. And yeah, so those are the 2 games. So 3 games. So I lost the first game, and then I won the next 2. So we had a decent rating now. We're flirting with the 1650s, 1660s, playing in those 2 ranges. But let's see how it goes. But thank you all for watching, and tune in for the next one where I miss mate in 1. That's crazy. Anyway, see you all and take care.